Hello, Professor. So I'm Jakunta Harpre. So today I'm gonna give an overview of my reading paper 5, which is on negative association mining. So coming to the reference, so I have taken this reference from C.C. Agarwal and J. Han. And coming to the purpose, so in this study, we evaluate current methods for mining negative association rules, and we also talk about their drawbacks and potential future developments. And even associations are formed using mining association rules. So, in market basket analysis, these identified principles link products purchased together. So, total transaction exclusions are not considered while making judgments. In other words, the traditional association criteria do not apply to objects that are part of the domain but do not wholly compromise a transaction. The consistency of transactions involving two or more objects serve as the foundation for association rules. However, when there are numerous possible objects, as is typically the case, measuring the absence of items becomes prohibitively expensive. But in some cases, it's critical to understand the relationship between the lack of one item and the availability of another. So, coming to the related literature, see the author dived deep into the association rule mining technique to detect a positive relationships between things that exist between transaction, and the author mainly focused on items that were purchased together in market basket analysis and negative associations, which were helpful in situations developing marketing strategies. Were defined as a link between two good item sets or with at least one negative item in the preceding or following item. So coming to the research design and strategy, the author considered discovering negative association rules to be a computationally difficult and unnecessarily complex task, since some solutions rely on domain expertise while others rely on measurements to extract statistically meaningful patterns. As a result, the author delved into deeper detail regarding several methods for mining association rules with negations. See, the author devised chi-square test to distinguish two item sets, which is a statistical test to prove the independence of the two item sets. Using these metrics, the following negative association rules might be discovered: xy, xy, and xy. So the advantage of this method is that it makes computing the two measures easier with large dense data sets. Coming to the results, discussions, and conclusion, a correlation level which may be manually adjusted to zero point 0.5 or supplied as input by a standard indicates the strength of the association. So when the correlation between item pairs x and y in an item set xy is negative and the probability level is large, negative association rules are created. So, associative classifiers, to sum up, are classification models that make predictions based on association rules that are not supported by data. So, by converting training data into transactions that restrict the frequent item sets to item set with a class label as a consequence, constraint association rules were identified. After removing like unnecessary and disruptive growth rules, the other rules, classification rules, are employed as the learned classification model. So coming to the contribution, the paper contributes significantly to the improvement of associative rule mining methodologies by introducing a novel type of rule and detailing an effective method for mining these rules from large datasets. So furthermore, the study broadens the use of association rule mining to include numerical values and provides a theoretical basis for the negative association rules. So the overall assessment is like uh, the development of association rule mining technique in the research is considerably aided by the introduction of an unique form of rule. And the study also gives a theoretical framework for negative association rules also. So coming to the research methodology. So the study starts by outlining the negative association rules, the notion of negative association rule, as well as the theoretical underpinnings of these rules is explained at the outset of the investigation. So the authors deduce a variety of significant characteristics and theorems in addition to creating positive and negative association rules. So they also give a framework for mining negative association rules, which requires tweaking in the a priori algorithm to mine both positive and negative association rules successfully. So coming to the future research, so examination of negative association rule mining across a variety of dataset types is needed because this focuses on transactional data sets. So, but Research might look at genetic data, charts, and time series data as well. So, coming to the new knowledge learned, so theories of negative association rules, their relationship to positive association rules, and significance of these conclusions are learned in pattern mining, and the importance of both negative and positive association rules during mining for recurring themes. So, coming to my questions, how could future research address these limitations, like whatever it might be, like how it affects the other data sets? So, what are the some other algorithms or techniques for mining frequent item sets using a priori algorithms? So, thank you, Professor.